Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you have tuned into the Basement Tape Show on K-Kid tonight. This is show number 257, and we are having a great time in the basement. This is Nick Thomas along with Bootsy Hambone, and we are bringing you the coolest local musicians and bands music that the whole world has to offer, because everybody's local to somewhere. And we have a special guest in the house tonight, Mr. Clifford Gabe King. Cliff, how you doing, brother?
Oh, it's great to be here. You guys are so special. You smile and have such a good attitude. I so much enjoy being on your show.
Well, we're going to get to some of your stuff here in a little while, but we got some stuff to warm them up with first. And Bootsy is over here saying she's got something for you guys right now.
No, actually, I have something for you, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Did I mishear you, or am I a week behind? Is this show 256 or 257? I thought you said 257.
Yeah, you did.
It could be 256.
Okay, because I was going, oh, no, what did I do wrong here? I missed a show somewhere.
Okay, no. It's only 256, or go for 257 next week, okay?
Works
but
for
anyway,
me.
You are tuned into the Basement Tape Show, and we're brought to you by Merle's Music, the coolest little music store.
Hey, Merle.
In the whole world. Thank you very much. And next up, we have got some stuff lined up right now to start the show out with that you're going to love. Bootsy has outdone herself again this week. We're going to start you guys out with Bad Medicine, a band from out of Columbia, Missouri, doing Freight Train for a Friend. After that, Mojo Gurus from out of Tampa Bay, Florida, doing Monkey Off My Back, and then Dick Venom and the Terror Tones from out of Nottingham, UK, all the way across the pond, doing a tune called My Way or the Dry Way. So sit back, relax. You're in the basement with Nick and Bootsy. This is Bad Medicine doing Freight Train for a Friend.
a freight train for friends. On the rails reminds me of the beating of her heart. She lie in my arms, night aging in the dawn, and we sleep past the world's head start. Steel rails rolling to the break of dawn. Lightning crackles, black rain falls down. Hobo sleeping in an empty boxcar. The night is ripped open by that lonesome whistle sound. Long train running through a tunnel without end. I took a freight train for a friend. I took a freight train for a friend. I took a freight train for a friend.
This is Jason.
And this is BC. And we're from Don't Mind Dying.
And you're listening to the Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy.
92.9 FM. My sheets are soaked in sweat, trying to get clean. Oh, I ain't taking bets. Got a fever, but I'm freezing. Tied off from the track. Well, I've got to kick this ever-loving monkey off my back. Hey! I took a little taste and I was captured by a storm. So casually, how could it do me harm? Thought that I could handle it, so it was hell maybe. Climbed on my back, dug in his closet, damn funky monkey. How could I be so reckless? It's not King Kong. Pretty soon you're chasing dragons, doing anything for Jack. So you better keep that ever-loving monkey off your back. How could I be so reckless? It's not like I wasn't warned about the fix and fury of that monkey when he's scorned. 'Cause if you fail to feed him, you're the one who's getting sick. And there's just one way to fix it. Now they never dirty trick. Monkey off my back. Monkey off my back. Monkey off my back. Monkey off my back. This ever-loving monkey off my back.
This is David on Top Smith, and you're listening to the K-Kid Basement Tape Show with Nick Thomas and Bootsy Hambone.
All right.
Now that was enthusiastic, I'm telling you.
dead. Want to slip on into something that you don't want to wear.
Hey, this is Jason Wilbur, singer-songwriter and guitar player for John Prine. You're listening to the Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy.
That was Animal Hands doing Edge of the World out of Melbourne, Australia. And we started it off with Big Medicine doing Freight Train for a Friend. Mojo Guru's doing Monkey Off My Back, Dick Venom and the Terror Tones doing My Way or the Dry Way. And this is the Basement Tapes with Nick and Bootsy.
That Dick Venom and the Terror Tones are odd.
That was a weird song.
They do lots of weird stuff. I love their weird stuff, though.
I like that,
hey,
too.
What can you expect from a band called Dick Venom and the Terror Tones?
Good stuff.
I mean, really.
It's the Basement Tapes. We're bringing you the best local bands and musicians from everywhere because everybody's local to somewhere. And you know what? You've got it right here in the basement with Nick and Bootsy. Next up, Deadbed Bad, doing a song called Zero out of Columbia, Missouri, via Los Angeles, California. And then Anthony Gomes doing Backdoor Scratching out of St. Louis, Missouri. Man, it's the best stuff right here. Bootsy is going to tell you about it.
Hey, I just have to say that it's my goal here with Deadbed Bad. They just came out with Love Burns the Man. I've got a new Deadbed Bad song every week. That's why you keep hearing them all the time. I like them.
It's good stuff right here in the basement. This is Deadbed Bad doing Zero.
So what if roses came in different hue? There'll never be one as blue as me or as red as you. So what if I'm stalking through your world, walking like a sorcerer or something cool? I might play with your cachet. I thought your game looked sluggish today. So what if I let me ride a sensor? Break down and walk your fence. So what if I tell you I believe, tell you something useless? Would you mind pausing for a second? I think I need a cigarette. I'm a zero, you were the one. I feel like the luckiest person under the sun. I'm a zero, you were the one. I never saw you coming, I had nowhere to all your zeros and ones. It sounds like it might be fun. Maybe we lost our connection. I thought for sure we were programmed perfection. I'm a zero, you were the one. I feel like the luckiest person under the sun. I'm a zero, you were the one. I never saw you coming, I had nowhere to I'm a zero, you were the one. I feel like the luckiest person under the sun. I'm a zero, you were the one. I never saw you coming, I had nowhere to run. I'm a zero.
This is Sarah Welch, and you're listening to the Basement Tape Show with Nix and Bootsy.
When you first brought me home, you treated me so kind, hugging on me day and night, loving me all the time. You found someone new, don't want me no more. You put me out, baby. Guess who's at your can't sleep out in the rain. You wouldn't walk away from your best friend. Sooner or later, mama gonna let me in. I'm that dog scratching, howling all night. I'm that dog scratching till the morning light. You'll be in bed with your new man shampoo. You're gonna have to hear my bad dog scratching. Bad dog scratching. As soon as he's gone and you're all alone, you're gonna give in and give me some dog a bone. I'm that dog scratching, howling all night. I'm that dog scratching till the morning light. You'll be in bed with your new man shampoo. You're gonna have to hear my bad dog scratching. Back door scratching. Back door scratching. Back door scratching.
All right. Man, that's Anthony Gomes out of St. Louis, Missouri, right there. If you get a chance to go see Anthony anytime in the St. Louis area or around, do not pass that up. That's backdoor scratching right there. Before that, Dead Bad Bad doing Zero. Dead Bad Bad is one awesome band, and we love to go see them. You can see them around Columbia, Jefferson City. Check it out.
They actually did have the official CD release show at Rose Music Hall this past, I think, Friday night.
Yes.
Was it Friday night or Saturday? It's Friday night, I think.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. But it was actually the official CD release. And guess what? We've already been playing it for the last 2 weeks. Ha, 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 ha.
Right here in the basement. You don't get any better right here. And we do have special guests in the basement tonight, Mr. Clifford Gabe King. Cliff, how you doing tonight, brother?
Fine, thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. I just don't feel worthy. I'm not worthy.
Oh, come on, man. It's just, we have seasoned musicians on the show all the time, and you're definitely seasoned.
Yeah, I'm full of salt, that's for sure.
Oh, well, you're well done, that's for sure. It's good to have you in the basement again, brother.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. You guys are special.
Well, you've been having a lot of good time since the last time we've had you in the basement. You've been writing a lot of new material.
Yeah, in fact, all this stuff today is brand new, except for one song that I wrote the lyrics to back in '97, but I just didn't get the chords the chords just didn't do justice to the words. So, but I wrote the chords and the music to it here just real recently. And it's been going over real good at the jams I've been doing them at. They're getting real good smiles and laughs and stuff.
Well, you know, whenever you see the crowd smiling out there and they're having a good time, it's always a good feeling.
Well, most of these jams, they're busy talking and you know, not paying attention. So when you start doing a song where everybody stops talking and, you know, their ears pick up, why?
It makes you feel good, don't it?
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel great. Yeah, it's really special.
Well, what's the first song you want to do for our audience tonight?
I got one. It's called Harley to Heaven.
Tell us about how you wrote it and what it's all about.
Well, it's sort of a gospel song. It's about you know, a motorcycle rider and how he wants to, you know, how he wants to take his trip to heaven. That's really what it's about.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's a good journey right there.
Yeah.
All right, well, sit back, relax. You're in the basement with Nick and Bootsy. This is Clifford Gabe King doing a little tune he wrote called Harley to Heaven. Check this out.
I know I don't deserve, Lord, to walk through heaven's doors. I've been chasing things, Lord, that will keep me from heaven's shore. But I want to ride a Harley to heaven. I want those sweet pipes to call out your name. I want to ride a Harley to heaven, going 90 miles an hour with my hair in the wind. I've been trying, dear Lord, to fix things I've done wrong. I confess all my sins, Lord, that I might sing this song. I want to ride a Harley to heaven. I want those sweet pipes to call out your name. I want to ride a Harley to heaven, going 90 miles an hour with my hair in the wind. I know it won't be easy, Lord, to always do what is right. I will do my best, dear Lord, that I might walk in your light. I want to ride a Harley to heaven. I want those sweet pipes to call out your name. I want to ride a Harley to heaven, going 90 miles an hour with my hair in the wind. I want to ride a Harley to heaven. I want those sweet pipes to call out your name. I want to ride a Harley to heaven, going 90 miles an hour with my hair in the wind. You guys are so sweet.
Oh,
Thank
man.
Now you know I have to ask you, are you a motorcycle rider?
No, but well, I am at heart. I mean, I really, really am at heart. I'd love to have a heart.
I think everybody's kind of a Harley rider at heart, out there. I mean, everybody wants to ride a Harley Davidson at one time or another.
If I had the money, I would be a Harley rider. I promise you that.
That was awesome, Gabe. Yeah, good stuff. Right here in the basement with Nick and Bootsy. Right.
You guys are the best audience. I really appreciate you guys.
Well, we've got an audience out there that appreciates you too, Gabe.
Well, thank you.
Good stuff right here. What do you want to do next?
Well, I've got this song. It's a "She Done Me Wrong" song. It's just she's cheating. She's no good. She's rotten. She's no good at all.
Everybody's got to have one of those.
It's too much salt in the gravy. It's kind of the whole idea behind this is that a lot of times couples will argue about one thing when it's really something else. And that was really the theory about this when I was writing this. You're arguing about one thing, but that's not really the problem. That's not.
It gets a lot deeper than that.
Yeah, they're not hitting on the real subject, and that's really what this is about.
All right, well, check this out. This is Clifford Gabe King right here in the basement with Nick and Bootsy doing a little tune he wrote called "Too Much Salt in the Gravy."
Right from the start, something was wrong. To see it didn't take me very long. There were names and numbers lying around. When I come home, you were always in town. Well, there's too much salt in the gravy. There's too much pepper, too. The trouble's not in the gravy. Baby, the problem is you. I'd say I love you. You'd grin and laugh. It takes no time for me to do the math. You just married me to get away. Now you search for a brighter day. Well, there's too much salt in the gravy. There's too much pepper too. The trouble's not in the gravy. Baby, the problem is you. The only thing you ever cook is me. You sit around sipping Long Island tea, drinking away your troubled mind. But don't you dare think that I am blind. Where there's too much salt in the gravy, there's too much pepper too. The trouble's not in the gravy, baby, the problem is you. You don't even try to hide your shame. When I speak, it's me you blame. You say that it's all just in my mind, but I know where you've been spending time. Well, there's too much salt in the gravy, there's too much pepper too. The trouble's not in the gravy, baby, the problem is you. Baby, the problem is you.
All right.
Thank you.
Clifford Gabe King right here in the basement with Nick and Bootsy.
I have to say, you have a way with words. Ever since he came in here the very first time and sang his original songs for us, you are quite the wordsmith. Quite the wordsmith.
Don't be teasing me now, Bootsy.
I'm not teasing. I love the lyrics to your songs.
Thank you. You're so sweet. And just I want you guys to know out there that you don't see the beautiful faces and smiles these guys possess. And they're so happy to be doing this job. I can't emphasize enough how good a pleasure, how much fun this is. It's just a blast.
It's not a job.
It's
not a
fun. We bring you guys the coolest indie music out there, from local right here in Rolla, Missouri, and right all around the world, because all musicians are local to somewhere, just like Gabe right here. You know,
local to Vida.
I still find myself humming "It Ain't My Day" on certain days.
Yeah.
That's when I went, oh man, this guy has got a way with words.
Well, thank you. You're so sweet.
You're very welcome.
All right. Well, you've been playing a little bit lately. You always get a chance to get out and and play the open mic night.
Yeah,
down at Shots,
yeah.
and you do a lot of benefit stuff too, don't you, Gabe?
I would do a lot of benefits. I go to a lot of benefits, but they don't generally ask me because most of the other musicians that would play with me don't really know my stuff. But if they asked me, I would be there in a heartbeat. It's just nobody seems to ever ask me to go.
Well, you do play at some of the local places around town for older folks and special folks and stuff.
I played at every nursing home in town in the last month, so I usually try to hit each one of them at least once a month, and
those guys really appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Bootsy and I try to get over there to the Gingerbread House every once in a while and play too, and it's just a good feeling to get out and play a little bit of music for people that really don't get a chance to hear something like that very often.
One of the best audiences I ever had was up here behind the Forum Shopping Center. This nursing home back there, Rolla Rehab and Rehabilitation.
Yes.
They one particular one, not the last time, but the time before, I just show up at their meal times.
Yes.
And I never tell them when I'm coming, just show up. At this particular time, they listened to me while they were eating, and when they were done eating, I had a semicircle around me. When they were done eating, they came out, made a circle, and then the rest of them sat in their seats and didn't say a word, just listen, just quietly as you could be. And that's a big thing for musicians. You like people just to listen to you, and they just seem to enjoy it so much.
That's right. And sometimes you're at a bar, and you're playing at a bar or somewhere else, and everybody's talking with everybody else, and they're not really paying attention to your music, and you're thinking, well, do they know I'm here or not?
And if they are paying attention, they're checking out your tight black leather pants. They're not listening to what you've got to sing. They're looking at what you're wearing or not.
Well, or not, yeah. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing that what you do right there, Gabe. All right, let's do another song for everybody. This next one is called "She's Smoking." Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is just a hot babe, I mean, that's what this is about, a really, really smoking hot woman, and that's the best description I can give this song. This is the best I can do for telling a woman how hot she is.
All right. Well,
She's Smoking.
How did you write this song? Did you see a good-looking smoking woman walking down the street, or what?
Sure, that's the story. Yeah, that's the ticket. It just, just thinking about somebody in my past. Don't really want to talk about it too much.
Oh, okay. Well, we can leave it at that, though. Just sit back, relax. You're in the basement with Nick and Bootsy, and this is Clifford Gabe King doing a little tune he wrote called "She's Smoking."
I was amazed at the way she looks. When she walks, I'd say that she cooks. Although there's no flame around, she's on fire all the way to town. She's smoking, that girl is on fire. She's smoking, she will take me higher, and I don't care what other girls do, 'cause this girl will never make me blue. She's got a spark from her fingertip. It intoxicates harder than a whiskey sip. She's got a sparkle that's in her eye that makes me want to love her until I die. She's smoking, the girl is on fire. She's smoking, she will take me higher, and I don't care what other girls do, 'cause this girl never make me blue. Where there's smoke, there's fire. She fans my burning heart's desire. A raging fire can cause a lot of smoke. Truer words have never been spoke. The way she talks has got a hold on me. That's so very easy for anyone to see. She's got a smile that is oh so sweet, that wraps my lonely heart up neat. She's smoking, the girl is on fire. She's smoking, she will take me higher, and I don't care what other girls do, 'cause this girl never make me blue, and I don't care what other girls do, 'cause this girl never make me blue. thanks for the percussion there.
Oh,
Nick.
you're very welcome,
Yeah.
Cliff.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, that sounded great, man. That's a brand new song you just wrote recently, huh?
Well, that was the one there that I wrote the words in '97, but just never to get, just never could get the chords and the melody just didn't fit right. Just didn't fit. The words were good, but. And then I just hopped upon this one day and that's it.
Well, that sounded great. It's got some good change-ups up in it, too,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
I like to put bridges in my music if I can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that one's got a bridge in it.
Well, that's a good one. That's great. Man, it's good to have you back in the basement again.
You guys are so sweet.
Oh, man. No, it's fun. You're one of the best musicians around here right now that I like. As far as acoustics, writing stuff is concerned, the words, you really put a lot into your lyrics.
I don't have all the money that I had last time to pay you now.
Oh, okay. Well, $20 is $20.
You guys are great. I
No,
love it.
I'm kidding. All right. We got another song for you guys out there. One more.
Yeah, this is one I got the story about. I really need, if you don't mind, if I got time.
You go right ahead, Gabe.
Well, I sing at the nursing homes. I also sing at the transitional care at the hospital. And one day, I sang at the cafeteria or the lunchroom for that particular ward. And Pam Brush came up to me and said there was a woman in her room that really wanted to hear me, but she couldn't make it down to the lunchroom. So I went down there and visited with her, and she just had such a beautifully kind spirit. And so positive, even though she knew that she didn't have much time left, she still was so positive and so uplifting, and it just inspired me so much that I went home that night and I couldn't get her off my mind. And it just, it's just so special. And then early that next morning, I was still awake, I couldn't go to sleep, and I said, well, if I can't go to sleep, I'm going to get up with a guitar and a piece of paper and see what it comes out. And just about a half an hour later, these words came out, and I changed them a little bit after she passed, but this is for Sally. And I got her permission to use her name, so anyway, this song's specifically for Sally. When you're tired and all alone, and you're far away from home, the whole world is closing in. You feel like you have no friends. The Lord will hold you in His arms. Keep your spirit free from harm. He will carry you away, help you to see a brighter day. When life becomes so hard and all you hold are losing cause, the road ahead has lost its grace, and you feel like you've lost your place. The Lord will hold you in His arms. Keep your spirit free from harm. He will carry you away, help you to see a brighter day. When you've been running fast and you're finally out of gas, the pain has become so great, and you feel like it is too late. The Lord will hold you in His arms. Keep your spirit free from harm. He will carry you away, Thank you. That was for Sally. That was for Sally.
Well, and it was a nice thing you did there too, Gabe. Somebody, we have a lot of friends and family that we've all seen pass, and it's tough, And if you can write something to remember them by like that, that's really special.
Yeah, I was able to sing it to her once before she left this earth, but it wasn't quite that song. I changed the chords and the melody a little bit and changed the words a little bit, but at least she got a chance to hear it.
It had a good meaning to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Well, Cliff, it's always good to have you in the basement. It's fun because you've got a very unique songwriting method, and you've got your vocal range is just amazing to me.
Oh, well, thank you. I started singing out bass in concert choir.
Really?
That's all I said.
What happened?
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little bit of that bass back here recently, but I used to be able to cover a really large range. I don't have the low end like I used to when I was younger, but.
Well, that sounded fantastic.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you for coming to the basement again.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
I think what I like about the lyrics of your songs so much is because everybody can understand and relate to the lyrics that you write. I mean, they're not special. They're not like, what did he say? Everybody can take.
They're not big words. They're easy to understand.
And they all have meaning to somebody somewhere.
Well, I would like to say that I've been really sick and wasn't able to sing for a long time earlier this year. And ever since that time, there's been so many good things happening to me. It's just been overwhelming at times. And I don't mean that as a figure of speech. I mean, just so many good things have happened. Everything but money. So if you want to invest in my next CD, my full CD. But thank you guys so much.
Well, and if who do you have to give a big shout out? We always like to everybody give a big shout out to somebody.
Let's see.
Especially your fans.
Bob, Diane Brown.
I know you got a lot of them.
I got to say hi to Bree. She's 12 years old. She's my biggest fan. She came up to me at a jam session and started talking to me. Out of all the people there, she started talking to me, and if we take a break or something, she'd come up and talk to me. Nobody else, just me. And then on the way home, she said, she told her grandmother, he's sad. Well, I'd been sick and couldn't hardly sing, and I was sad. And it's remarkable that she caught on to that. And she's my biggest fan, Bree. So I don't know, I want to say out of Wayne Bledsoe and appreciate him playing my song on the radio. And I could go on and on, Gary Haven and Jerry Rosa and Beverly Spencer and just all the guys at the Pilot Knife High Flyers and oh gosh, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings, No. My friends and family. I just love all you guys and thank you guys so much for sticking with me. And I would like to say real quick that Bob Brown. It was a real point in my life. Probably would have put the guitar down if it had been for Bob Brown, who encouraged me to come out to some jams and stuff. And if it hadn't been for Bob Brown, I wouldn't be playing, wouldn't have written these songs, and wouldn't have done that CD that's been getting a little bit of play on the radio. And so he doesn't think that, but he doesn't understand that if he hadn't asked me out to a few jams, I probably would have put it up. So.
Well, you said you went to a jam, like a songwriting session thing, and everybody would critique each other on their songs that they wrote. And they would say, well, instead of this word in the song, you need to try this word and stuff.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good thing to do.
Yeah, well, the first couple times I went there, my feelings was hurt because I just expected him to gush out how good it was and everything. And it wasn't. I'm telling you, those songs were not good. And they were just super, super honest. And I can't hardly get that at most of the jams I go to now. I mean, people won't share, and they don't understand that, I can't improve if I don't get constructive criticism. That's very important.
It is.
You don't understand just how much, something, like that can help. But what I ended up doing was I ended up saying, I went home one night. I was on the way home because that was up in St. Louis, a block from Webster University. And I said, why am I upset? I went up there to get their opinion, and, they gave it to me. And now here I am upset because they didn't gush all over it. So the next week I said, well, I know what I'll do. I'll print out the words and give them pencils and let them write it down because there were suggestions I couldn't remember. So it really worked out well. Anyway, that was Jan Chamberlain was in charge of that. It was at a coffee shop a block from Webster University on Big Bend.
And that's Songwriting 101.
Oh, man, it was great for me. It changed my life.
That's how you write songs, right there.
Yeah.
Well, Gabe, it's always good to have you in the basement, brother.
Thank you. I'm sorry I ran on.
Oh, no, that's cool. That is good stuff right here in the basement. If you're a songwriter or wanting to be a songwriter out there, take lessons from this guy right here.
Thank you so much.
All right. Right now, we're going to get into Bootsy's Band of the Week. And it's just about 8 o'clock on the dot. And
I was going 9 o'clock. The show's over already.
Oh no, not yet. It's just
but we're
8
not
o'clock.
done. We haven't finished everything.
We got another hour to go right here for you guys right now in the basement with Nick and Bootsy, and we are having fun in the basement tonight. It was so cool to have Clifford Gabe King in the basement tonight. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it so much. Don't be careful. You'll give me a big head.
All right. Okay.
We try.
Thank you, guys.
We think every musician around here deserves some attaboys because it can be really tough.
It is, and it's fun playing music too. It's just fun. All right, so Bootsy has got Bootsy's Band of the Week, and she's taking it over.
My band of the week this week, I have to thank my dad for. My band of the week this week is a young lady by the name of Sandy Carroll. She lives at Pickwick Dam, Tennessee. Now, Pickwick Dam is where I used to hang out when I was in high school. Every summer, went camping there, went swimming there. Didn't know Sandy Carroll. I don't know if she was living there or not. But the reason I want to thank my dad for Sandy Carroll as my featured Bootsy's band is because in about, I forget when, it was in the late 90s, I think. I forget exactly when it was, but my dad went to Beale Street in Memphis because he lives there, and he was lucky enough to hear Sandy Carroll, and he was so impressed with her, and he knew that Nick and I were big blues fans, so he bought a CD by Sandy Carroll called Memphis Rain and got it autographed and sent it to us.
That was so cool, too.
And it is an awesome, awesome CD. And over the years, I've thought about her. I've thought about Memphis Rain, but I haven't, I've been bad. I haven't pursued it. And here lately, my friend girls in Caboodle and I have been looking for different songs that we'd like to perform, that we'd like to sing or just play around with. And I thought of Memphis Rain. And so I got in touch with Sandy Carroll and another artist that we played on tonight's show, Dorothy Gwynn. We haven't played her yet, but we're going to play a song by her band. I got an official introduction because Dorothy and Sandy know each other. So that is so cool. So my band of the week is Sandy Carroll, and both of the songs that I chose tonight, one is called Unnaturally Blonde, and the second one is called Leave It Alone. Both come from her 2013 CD, Unnaturally Blonde. So sit back, relax, as Nick says, turn it up to 11 or 12 even, and check out Unnaturally Blonde by Sandy Carroll.
Boys can't help it, they fly like a moth through the shine. excited, but it's only a masquerade. Don't be fooled for a minute, the rain is something in it, and she always got something to say. She always likes to show it, but she wants you to know, oh baby, it's all there. Oh, and did I mention you should pay attention? You know you better beware. Unnaturally, unnaturally, unnaturally blonde. When a blonde walks by, everybody smiles and lies. One thing sure, you never know what you got. Was she born that way, or did it come out of the box? Too many jokes have all been told about the girls with the hair of gold. Give them a break and they will show you the way. 'Cause there's something that you ought to know. Sharp as a tack, Lord, they got the stack. You better say your prayers every night. 'Cause if you're not careful, you'll get busted by the shine of her yellow light. Unnaturally, unnaturally, unnaturally blonde. Leave it alone. You gotta leave it alone. You got trouble ahead if you don't leave it alone. Don't pick that apple, ignore that snake. Don't take that bite. It'd be a bad mistake. You gotta leave it alone. Leave it alone. You got trouble ahead. I wish you were dead. Feel good in the short run, head for a fall. You gotta leave it alone. Delilah told Samson, why don't you take a nap?
Oh, yeah. That's a little Bootsy's Band of the Week, Sandy Carroll.
Sandy Carroll. Yeah, brought back some memories. Old Pickwick. My friend Donetta. You met Donetta.
I remember Donetta.
Yeah, we used to go camping almost every weekend. We went camping one weekend at Pickwick, and we didn't have a tent or anything, and I had a little Dodge Colt, and so we would, like, lay the seats back, and we were parked in the middle of this parking lot at Pickwick Dam with the seats laid back. And all of a sudden, the whole Dodge Colt went kahoot. Somebody hit us. We're the only people there in the middle of this parking lot, and this car hit us.
No kidding.
It's like they didn't know anybody was in the car, because we had the seats laid back and everything. And we both leaped up and went, "What the heck was that?" And this car goes speeding off. And I had this big dent in the door of my car.
You think they did that on purpose?
Well, yeah. I mean, gee whiz, we were the only people out there. People out at Pickwick, they're probably, "Oh, wow, look, there's a car. There's nobody in it, and there's nobody around to see me. I'm just going to run into it."
That's crazy.
But it was the weirdest thing because we were just, we'd been out there all day.
Bootsy
and
never
swimming
told
and
me
stuff.
that story before.
Well, I hadn't thought about it until I picked Sandy Carroll, and it made me think of Pickwick, and it
That's
made me
pretty
think
good.
of.
That's a fine example of how music brings back memories.
It does. It really does.
People don't really realize how much a song can bring back a memory.
Yep.
And it does, yeah. Well, you know what? Right now it's time for the birthdays, and we're going to wish everybody a birthday this week or today or this coming week. If you're having a birthday, we want to wish you a happy birthday. So today, the people that are having a birthday today is Brittany Ellis. Happy birthday.
You know who that is, don't you?
Of course.
That's the woman behind the man, Jeremy Hunsaker.
All right. And then Kenneth Cochran is having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Kenneth. And Ronnie Shamshore, happy birthday. Upcoming this week, Melissa Hope and Wright is having a birthday. Hannah Bagnall is having a birthday this week. Billy McDowell, happy birthday this week. Roger Farrar, what a drummer right there, is having a birthday this week. Chuck Shackelford, happy birthday this week. Dr. Ken Colbert from down there in Steelville, everybody just calls him Doc. Well, happy birthday this week, Doc. Bob Simpson is having a birthday this week. Holy cow, 71? Are you kidding me, Bob? Connie Johnson is having a birthday this week. John France Simmons is having a birthday. Bruce Southard, happy birthday to you this week. Vicky Brady, happy birthday this week. Spike Steven, what a promoter of music up in the Minnesota area. He's going to be 49 this week, not even hitting the 50% mark yet. But happy birthday to Spike. And, of course, happy birthday to Tom Juno. Do you have any more?
I do. I want to say a big happy birthday this week to techie chick extraordinaire from Australia, Rose Matthews, Deb Franks from Tennessee, Heather Russell and Paul Sally, both my co-workers at MS&T. Megan Thurman, one of my favorite student assistants, is having a birthday this week. Happy birthday to all y'all.
All right. And if we didn't mention your name and you're having a birthday this week, we want to wish you a happy birthday. We've got a very happy birthday song for you guys this week. Clifford Gabe King is going to sing a special happy birthday song for you guys that he wrote, and it is for Candy. Is that right?
I wrote it for Candy, yeah.
All right, but this is for you guys, too, having a birthday this week. So sit back, relax. This is a happy birthday special.
Another year is come and gone. Seems like it didn't take very long. I'm so glad to see you here. I hope you make it another year. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have the best in the world. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope all of your dreams come true. I pray your health is always great. When chances come, you don't hesitate. May life bring you only happy tears. Looking forward to seeing you next year. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have the best in the world. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope all your dreams come true. I pray every day is like May, and happiness greets you every day. I'm glad if you have no fear. I want to hear from you again next year. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have the best in the world. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope all your dreams come true. I hope all your dreams come true.
Oh, very happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday, everybody.
That was great.
That was fun.
That was Nick on the juice harp.
All right. Thank you so much, Gabe.
That was a good job.
Thank you so much. All right. That was great. That was an awesome birthday song. All right. Next up, Nick's picks for the week. And, man, I picked out some Elvin Bishop. I have had him on my mind all week long because Bootsy and I were driving around and we heard a couple of tunes on Elwood Blues and the Bluesmobile. And the guest he had on there was singing some songs. And, man, I couldn't help but think Elvin Bishop should have been singing those songs.
I don't remember the name of the guy that.
I can't remember it either right now, but you know
Some
what?
good songs, though.
They were great songs, and I could just hear Elvin singing them, too. So I picked out a little Elvin Bishop for you guys this week. And we talked to Elvin a little bit earlier, and he was talking about the blues, but I want to tell you what he's going to play first. I've picked out Red Dog Speaks, which is a song all about his guitar. And it's from his 2010 album called Red Dog Speaks. And it's all about his Red Gibson F-hole guitar. And it is a fantastic, it's an old guitar. I think a 59, and it's just, it doesn't get any better when it comes to the sound of the blues for that. And then I picked out another one called Home of the Blues, which is about Chicago, Illinois being the home of the blues. Well, I don't know if that's the home of the blues, but, the blues probably started out in Mississippi somewhere and come up to Memphis and then traveled up to Chicago. But, a lot of Chicago blues is some of the best stuff you'll ever hear. And Home of the Blues is off of his 1995 album, Ace in the Hole. If you get a chance to check that out sometime, be sure and check that out. But this is Elvin Bishop talking about how the blues are.
When I started out, there weren't any organizations for learning blues. You just went for it, And, I'm talking about 1960. There really weren't hardly any white people interested in it. It was all black music, And I heard it on the radio and I went crazy for it. And I just started digging around and finding out where it was happening and who was doing it. I ended up going to Chicago, and that was the best thing that ever happened. Within a week of the time that I was there, I was out seeing Muddy Waters and Hound Dog Taylor and Magic Sam and people like that. And Otis Rush was very nice to me, Little Smokey Smothers. I just learned by kind of making friends with the guys and bothering them until they showed me something, you know. I think blues was the original form of recycling. It was created by and for people who lived in an impossible situation. And if they could just, you know, sing it out and kind of get it off their mind and do it in a good enough way, it would somehow make them feel better, is what I think. A kid asked me, what's the difference between rock and blues? And I thought about it for a second. I don't know why I said this, but I said, rock is weed, blues is hash. You know, it's the concentrated real stuff, you know.
Oh man, this playing music for a living is a real good deal. I mean, for a fella like me that don't like to work and too nervous to steal. And this guitar here, that's my partner in crime. And we've been doing this thing together for an awful long time. He's a Gibson stereo, ES 345, cherry red, 1959. And a sound. A sound that nowhere else in the world can it be found. I call it Red Dog. I guess me and him are quite a bit alike. Really, you know, kind of beat up and broke down, but the people say we sound all right. Seasoned up good with years and years of cigarette smoke, and all the amplifiers we blew up, and all the strings we broke. And back in the drinking days, staggering around here with the hiccups, spilling beer down in the pickups. Oh, that's my boy. That's my pride, and that's my joy. Speak, Red Dog. Thousands of gigs all over the world, every place. And in this country, I know we've partied with the people of each and every state. Jamming around from town to town, I tell you what, we've rolled through every city, kicked so much butt till both shoes got shitty. That's a heck of a thing to say, but I mean it in a nice way. What I'm trying to say, we made a lot of friends, had a whole lot of fun. Me and old Red Dog. And we're still not done. Woo! 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 Come on!
This is Peter Carr.
And this is Sue Foley.
And you're listening to the Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy. Here's one you're really going to like.
Everybody likes the blues, make some noise. We're going to take you to a place that I know you're going to enjoy. It's the home of the blues. That's Chicago, Illinois. My first stop is the South Side of the checkerboard lounge. They're dancing and drinking and partying to the sound of Magic Slim is put down. Now we're gonna run on up to the north side and check out Buddy Guy's place. Junior Well and his fella are putting a smile on everybody's face. But don't get too high because we ain't through. We go to 4 o'clock in the morning here at the home of the blues. Now we're going on up to the Blues at Settlers, because that's where Sun Seals is working. Then we're going over to the Kingston Mines and track down A.C. Reed and Pine Top Perkins. Then we're going over to Coco Taylor's new place. That's way down on Division. Oh, this beats the hell out of staying home and looking at television. We might even run up on Little Smokey and Lonnie Brooks too. This is the home of the blues. Then we're gonna take you down to Maxwell Street. That's where all the musicians go to eat. Down there is where they even play the blues right out in the street. Let you get a pig ear sandwich and a Polish sausage too. And some of them good greasy French fries. And a can of cold brew. No, you can't go wrong in Chicago. Yeah, it's the home of the blues. Yeah. Back when dinosaurs ruled the earth, you could go out any night of the week and really get your money's worth. See the Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters, Hound Dog Taylor and Little Walter, and Otis Rush and Magic Saint. If you asked me was I a happy boy, I would have said, yes, I am. And Chicago's still a groove. It's the home of the blues.
Oh, yeah. Elvin Bishop right there. Nick's picks for the week. Home of the Blues. That's Chicago, Illinois right there for Elvin Bishop. Red Dog Speaks is the other one there. It's all about his guitar, his Red 59 Gibson F-hole guitar right there. Good stuff right here in the basement. We want to remind everybody, this is show number 256, and we are brought to you by Merle's Music, the coolest little music store in the whole world. And they always do a riff of the week. And on the Facebook this week, it is Mr. Matt Van Kirk from the lead guitar player for Cricket Alley, showing you how to do a little Dust on the Bottle by David Lee Murphy. Check it out on Facebook. And all you got to do is record yourself doing a little bit of that and put that on Merle's Facebook page, and you'll get registered to win 15% off of anything in the store. Bootsy, do you want to tell everybody they can get drums and guitars and basses and PA systems and lightings and special effects all from Merle's Music too?
I don't have to now. You just did.
Well, dadgummit.
But I will say that last month's winner, Eric Metz, got himself a brand new Taylor.
And it's a
for
beautiful
15%
guitar.
off.
That's right. So check it out. Merle's Music on Facebook. The riff of the week. All you got to do is get on there and just play it. It's Matt Van Kirk does a great job of showing you how to play it this week. Usually it's Jason on there, but Matt switched it up, and he put
Jason might be on his honeymoon.
Well,
he did
might
get
be.
married last.
Yes, he did. Congratulations to Jason right there. But Matt does a really good job showing you how to do this. It's a power chord thing, and it's an easy song. It's a cool lick to do too. So you might want to check that out. So, Bootsy, do you have anything to add to that?
What could I possibly have to add to that?
We're back right into the music then. It's the Basement Tapes with Nick and Bootsy. This is a great set coming up. Not a Planet is the first band from out of Kansas City, Missouri, doing a tune called My Train Is Coming. After that, Dorothy Gwynn doing a tune called Morning Memphis Style, and she is out of Memphis, Tennessee. After that, a band out of Rockford, Illinois called Shadows and Mirrors doing a tune called In the Dark. So sit back, relax. You are in the basement with Nick and Bootsy. This is Not a Planet.
This boy is bound
Hi, this is Ryan, Aaron,
and Hunter.
And we are Downside Up, and you are listening to the Basement Tapes with Nick and Bootsy.
This is Nick,
Tracy,
and Kevin with the Stone Sugar Shakedown, and you're listening to the Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy.
Motion.
Basement Tape Show with Nick and Bootsy. That was Shadows and Mirrors doing In the Dark. I like that song, Bootsy.
Hey, I got to tell you, that song has got a video that goes along with it on YouTube that is absolutely creepy.
It's a creepy video.
But I mean, it's a
creepy
dark
videos.
song. It's all about how the media can make things just so dark and disappointing. And yes, the media. Not all media is up and happy and awesome like
Are you
the
kidding?
Basement Tapes with Nick and
Every
Bootsy.
time you hear the news, it's all bad news.
I know it, and that's kind of what the whole song is about. And the video is really dark. It's creepy.
All right. Well, check it out. Shadows and Mirrors. And check them out on Facebook, too. Check out all our bands on Facebook because they would love for you to check them out because they're independent artists and musicians out there. And they appreciate you guys listening to their stuff.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering right now at Roxy's in Columbia, they are currently in the midst of the Mid-Missouri Rock Awards.
Wouldn't that be
And
fun?
I would absolutely love to know
Oh, yeah.
who the winners are because we know a lot of the nominees, Jason Caton from Don't Mind Dying, Brent Moore from The Many Colored Death, our own Dustin Woody from Motives in Motion are all nominees for Rock Guitarist of the Year. Shay Spence from Many Colored Death. I don't know for sure, but I would bet you that Preston Rogers is probably in there for
the bass player, yes.
The Mankin brothers and Hunter O'Donnell from Downside Up. There's a great picture of them on Facebook, all dressed up in their suits and ties, and it's
Nice.
a private event going on there tonight. And after that's over, around 9, they're going to have a big party for the
I'm
public.
telling you
But I
what.
would love to know who the winners are.
Me too.
As soon as I know, I am going to post it.
All right. Shay Spence, I tell you what, the drummer for the Many Colored
Oh, that
Death.
girl's wild.
Is, I swear she's John Bonham
She
reincarnated.
She is. And Shay has, when we first started seeing The Many Colored Death, Shay always had her hair like in a little ponytail on top of her head, and it bobbed around, when she drummed. And it's kind of, wow, there's Shay in her ponytail. Well, she has actually started performing with her hair down, and it's wild hair.
Yeah. She looks.
And it goes everywhere when she drums.
She looks more like John Bonham from Led Zeppelin.
But yeah, there are a lot of really, really talented musicians who are nominated, and I cannot wait to be able to share with everybody who this year's winners are.
All right. Hey, we want to remind everybody, did you guys listen to the Living Room Chair Show last night with Dusty on K-Kid? Oh, my gosh. He played a whole bunch of Grateful Dead stuff. It was just awesome.
Go, Dusty.
And then the morning show every Monday through Friday in the morning with Steve and Jesse and Stan the Man. Check that out, too. They're giving away stuff all the time and having a good time. The backwards song of the day is always a big time, too. Check that out every morning while you're driving to work or whatever you're doing in the morning.
Didn't Jesse just get back from Schwagstock?
I believe he did, and it was a big time down there,
I know.
too.
I've seen a couple of the pictures that he's posted. He had a
Yes.
great time.
So check that out on Facebook, too. Hey, we've got another set lined up for you right now. It's our last set for the evening. I hope you guys have had a great Sunday evening with Nick and Bootsy and Mr. Gabe.
Thank you guys again. I'm just crazy about you guys. It's just so much fun. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming in. You got some great music, Gabe.
Don't be teasing me now. Don't be teasing.
You do. You really
You guys
do.
are so sweet. Thank
All
you.
right, man. All right, we're going to end up the evening for you guys with Post-Nuclear Trash from out of St. Louis, Missouri. What a
Love
band.
that band.
Good stuff. We're going to do a tune by them called Hang Together. Then a tune by me, Nick Thomas, that I wrote called Who Do You Blues. We're going to be performing that along with a whole bunch of our other original songs and popular songs. Bootsy and I will be performing at the Merrimack Vineyards Winery for Wine Down Friday, this coming Friday. So if you don't have anything else planned for this coming Friday, come on out and see Nick and Bootsy play live because we were actually musicians before we became DJs.
Yep.
And you can check us out there at Merrimack Vineyards Winery this coming Friday.
And have some wine.
Oh,
have
and
some wine. There's some good food, too.
They got great food out there. Oh, the appetizers are fantastic. So come on out and check us out. I'm going to do a little tune here for you called Who Do You Blues. And then, of course, it's all good right here in the basement. So sit back, relax. We're glad you guys joined us this Sunday afternoon, evening, and this is Post-Nuclear Trash. Turn it up.
Might be the last time.
Who do you blues? I got the blues. Yes, I do. I got the who do you blues? I got the blues. Yes, I do. I got the